you are a Montessori professional at the elementary level, meaning that you will either be a lead educator or you are a lead educator in a Montessori elementary classroom with children ages 6 to 9 or 9 to 12 or from 6 to 12, I encourage you to make sure that you have a good grounding in the Montessori 3 to 6 curriculum. If you're a homeschooler and all of your children are over age 6, this is still important for you. I'm going to explain why our program, our home study course for the 3 to 6 curriculum can serve you even as a Montessori elementary professional. We have a set of modules that covers the curriculum areas in the Montessori 3 to 6 classroom, but it also covers the nature of Montessori education. In our classroom management module, as well as the intro module, we help you to understand what you're seeking to achieve, that it's not about the information transfer. It's not about ticking off the skills that your children accomplish. Those things are important, but they serve a greater goal. These modules can help you to ground yourself in those skills. Now, a lot of the areas of the 3 to 6 classroom pretty much are specific to that age group. The sensorial area contains a lot of materials that are very specific to the sensitive periods for the child ages 3 to 6. But even in the practical life area, the sensorial area, there is content that an elementary teacher could use. In the sensorial area, even though some of those materials are not appropriate, the geometry materials that are part of the sensorial curriculum, as well as an understanding of those sensorial skills and where there can be sensorial gaps, are essential knowledge if you're working with children over the age of 6. Now, in the other areas that are covered in this module, the language area as well as the math and cultural subjects area, there is content that as an elementary professional you may need. A lot of the language that we work with for the children this age is oral language, but if you've got older children, if you've got children 6, 7, 8 that can't pick out the sounds of words, they can't hear the th in thin, you're going to have to back up to some extent in your language work with that child. And in my experience, in our culture, with a lot of adults that never had a good grounding in a complete phonetic sequence, the phonics materials in our first set, the ones that are designed for a child to master by age 6, if they have 3 years in the 3 to 6 classroom, those are skills that a lot of Montessori elementary teachers don't have, and that certainly is content that their students still need to master. And because our set goes for the entire age group, it is designed to help meet even children who've been in a Montessori school for more than 3 years when they're 6 years old. They've come up through a Montessori toddler program. They've spent 3 years now. They're in their 3rd year in that 3 to 6 classroom. The math and the cultural skills that they will be working on are very high. Remember that one of the things that Dr. Montessori said is that with her system, if it's done completely and correctly, children can master all the skills that they originally were learning in the Italian school system for all of their school years by the time they're 12 years old. So that when they hit those adolescent years, they're able to apply skills. They're able to do what developmentally suits them. So if you are seeking to create an authentic Montessori experience, I encourage you to see whether or not this set could give you the overview that you need of the 3 to 6 curriculum, and even giving you some of those pieces that your students may still need at the elementary level.